Do not tell anyone about your YouTube channel. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't make the mistake that I made and start telling people about your channel and sending them links and all of that. Don't make that mistake, because I made that mistake and it had some really dire consequences to my channel and the growth of my channel. So I know that you have possibly just started your YouTube channel, or maybe your channel is maybe a couple months old, maybe even a year old, but it's still very new. And you've been posting videos, nobody's been watching. You spend a lot of time filming, editing, and doing all kinds of stuff on your channel, and you're pouring so much into it, and it seems like nobody seems to be watching what you're posting, and it's frustrating. I know the feeling, because I was there. And when I felt like nobody was watching, I was like, maybe I should just share it with my mom and my family and my aunts and uncles and all the friends that I have. So I started sending out the link, and it did not turn out very well for me. And I will explain in this video why you should not share your YouTube channel with anyone. Anyway, I'm gonna go somewhere quieter. My kids are making so much noise. Hello and welcome back to Elevate with Tate. If you're new here, my name is Tate and I am a wife and a mother, and I am passionate about helping people elevate every area of their lives. And especially right now, my emphasis is helping people grow and monetize their audience. So anyway, getting right into YouTube and why you should not be telling anyone. So when you first start your channel, the YouTube algorithm is really trying to figure out who to serve your content to, because it is a brand new channel, or maybe you may have had this channel for about a month, maybe even a few weeks, or maybe even a year, but it's still a new channel and you haven't posted enough content to where the YouTube algorithm really understands who to serve your content to. What happens is that the YouTube algorithm is trying to figure out who to serve your content to. So when you start sharing your link and telling your family members about your channel, it is going to really confuse the YouTube algorithm, because the chances that your family members are the people that are the same type of people that you are targeting, depending on your niche, the chances of that being your family members is very slim. You want the YouTube algorithm to start learning your content based on your keywords, based on your title, based on the content that is in the video, who to serve that to, and to serve it to people who are actually interested in the topic that you're talking about. So when you start sharing it with people who are your friends and family, they may not even be interested in the stuff that you're talking about. So you'll send them the link, and their patterns on YouTube are totally different than the audience that you are actually trying to attract. So what happens is YouTube is going to start having a harder and harder time trying to figure out who to serve your audience to. And some of you may be feeling like, well, I wasn't even going to share my YouTube channel anyway, because there is an element of embarrassment maybe for some people. Some people are shy. Some people just feel like, they want to be really discreet about their YouTube journey. They don't want people to know about it. So I get it that maybe some of you out there, maybe you're not even going to share it with anybody. I decided to share my YouTube channel with my family members because I wanted to get a boost, because I thought that was actually going to help me. So I shared it with my mom, and my mom is actually a very enthusiastic person when it comes to promoting what I do. I'm an only child, so anything I do, she wants to see me succeed, which is awesome. But sometimes it can backfire a little bit, because she shared my channel with just about everybody she knows. And my mom knows everybody. And my mom lives in Zimbabwe. She lives in Africa. And so because my mom lives in Africa, and the people that she was sharing my link with, they all live in Africa, the YouTube algorithm started to look for similar people in order to serve my content to, because basically what the algorithm does, it starts to look for people who live in the same location, people who kind of have the same kind of interests and so forth. So what happened is that YouTube started to serve more of my content to people that were in Africa. And then one day I just looked at my channel analytics and noticed that only 31% of my viewers were actually coming from the United States. And I thought, that is strange because I live in the United States and I would think that my channel would have at least, I don't know, at least 60% viewers from the United States. I mean, I have a pretty diverse number of people that watch my videos from Africa, from Asia, from the United Kingdom, from Canada, but the bulk of them does come from the United States, but the percentage was really low. And it at first I did not know why that was because it didn't make any sense to me why the YouTube algorithm was showing more of my content to people that were in Africa, people that were in other areas other than the United States. And it was because the algorithm was still trying to figure out what was going on. And at first, I didn't realize it was because my mother had been sharing the link with all of her friends in Africa. And so it kind of shows you how this works, how this could hurt you. And I will tell you, I will explain to you how that actually did hurt me as well, because I actually had a brand that reached out to me that wanted to work with me. And they asked me what percentage of my audience were from the United States because their advertising is targeted to Americans, which most companies are going to target Americans. They are the biggest consumers. You know, that's who advertisers are trying to get their eyeballs on. So when I have people from other countries, the lower the percentage of people that are American on my channel, then that affects the advertising dollars for my. That's my son running with the dog. Anyway, this is mom life right here. On vacation, still trying to be consistent and trying to post content with kids running around. It's crazy. But anyway, getting right back into it. So basically, it hurt me because with that one client, with that brand deal, I had to tell them that I only had like 41% of my viewers at the time were American, and that wasn't very enticing to them. So they actually ended up not wanting to do the brand deal with me. But since then, my audience, my American audience has kind of climbed up. It's gone to about 60%. It should be about 80% because I do live in the United States, which is about normal for a channel. So anything between 60 and 80% is normal for the country that you are targeting and living in. So if you've been seeing a lot of slow growth on your channel, consider the fact that maybe by sending your link to your family members and friends, maybe that has stunted or slowed down the algorithm's ability to find your ideal audience. But this is not a permanent thing. So if you've done this, don't feel like, it's over, because it'll take some time for things to level off and for the YouTube algorithm to start to figure out who your audience is. So don't feel like, you're doomed forever. When I sent my link to my mom and started to get, audiences from outside the US, it took a couple of months for my channel to start figuring out that most of my audience should be in the United States. So it started out, it was like 30%, 30 something percent of US audiences. And now, 4 months in, I'm now at about 61% US audience. And I would like it to get to about 80. So we'll see how that does. But, and one of the things that I did actually was I started to send it to people who are interested in my content, who are in the United States as well. So it's not all bad sharing your link, as long as you're truly aware that these people are interested in the content that you are making. So that's reason number one for why you don't want to share your link with other people, why you don't want to tell your friends and family about your YouTube channel, because it can really confuse the YouTube algorithm. The other reason why you don't want to share your content with your friends and family members is because your friends and family members are likely not going to watch your videos to the end, because they're probably not interested in whatever topic you're sharing, unless if it's something that happens to interest them. But the chances are that all of your friends and family members are really interested in the topic that you're sharing are pretty slim. So what will happen is they will watch the video maybe for the first 2 minutes and then they'll click right off. And what happens is that whenever that happens, the YouTube algorithm sees that as a signal that your content is not interesting, and it's going to kill your videos. It's going to kill that video and cause it to not go anywhere. So you definitely do not want to share your link with your friends and family, unless maybe if you tell them that they need to make sure that they watch it to the end and engage with your content. But like I said, as well, you also want to make sure that they are the profile of the person you are targeting for your channel as well. So if you are in that situation where you've started your channel, you're not getting a lot of views, you're frustrated, you're spending a lot of time creating these videos and they seem to be going nowhere, what do you do? Well, I have a whole video where that has gone viral because it has a lot of value. It has a lot of value telling you what I did in order to get monetized within 5 weeks. So if you want to learn the tips and tricks of how I got monetized within 5 weeks, go ahead and click on the video that I'm going to post at the end of this talk. And I'm also going to post it in the link in the bottom in the description. So be sure to check that out. And that video is called Don't Just Start, because most people are just telling you, just start, but you don't want to do that. There are a few things that you want to do before you just start. And even if you've already started, these tips are going to help you grow your channel. And like I always like to do, if you have made it this far into the video, let's help each other grow. So go ahead and go into the comments below and find someone in the comments who has a small channel. Click on their channel, subscribe to the channel, and only subscribe to it if it is a topic that interests you. Subscribe to their channel, watch a couple of their videos, comment, like those videos in order to create engagement, and let's help each other grow. So be sure to do that. Get in the comments. Let's help each other grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.